Good morning to all of you. I welcomes to all in our lecture series on statistical mechanics, that is your core paper 14, belongs to 6th semester and BSc syllabus. In our last class we have been discussed in detail about Stefan Boltzmann law and its thermodynamical proof. Okay, and thermodynamic proof also we have been discussed in detail in our last class. Okay, so and we found E equal to sigma t to the 4, that is your Stefan's law mathematically, and this is your sigma is nothing but equal to A into C is called as the Stefan's constant that we discussed in detail in our last class. And I given one numerical to you that you have to do by yourself. This is the numerical. Okay, and in this class, today class, we are going to be discuss this numerical and extension of your Stefan's law. That means whatever we have been discussed in our last class regarding Stefan's law, that is based upon only the black body. Okay, only the black body and its corresponding radiation mathematically is this one. If instead of a black body we are going to consider any body, then what will be the Stefan's law? So Stefan's law for any body except black body, what will be the expression, mathematical expression, that we are going to discuss. And another two numericals we have to discuss in this class, and next class we are going to be discuss the Wien's displacement law. Okay, so let's start. I given this question in the last class, that is a black body at 500 degrees centigrade, okay, has a surface area of 0.5 meter square and radiates heat at the rate of 1.02 into 10 to the 4 joule per second. Calculate Stefan's constant. This is the question. But according to Stefan's solution is that according to Stefan's law, we know that what we know, E equal to sigma into T to the power 4. Here sigma is your Stefan's constant, T is the absolute temperature of the body, black body, and E is what? E is the radiated energy per unit time per unit area. Remember, this E is the energy radiated by the black body per unit time per unit area. But here in the question it is given that the rate of energy radiated, that means energy radiated per second. That means this is the given value which is represents radiation per unit time only. But we have to find out radiation. This is nothing but your radiation per unit time per unit area. So hence E will be how much? E will be, this is your energy per unit time. Then again we have to divide unit area. That means area is how much? Here it is given 0.5 meter square. If we are going to divide this much area with this, then we can found this E. Okay, so therefore E will be equal to, this is the given energy in the question, that is your energy radiated per unit time or per second. So energy radiated per second or per unit time per unit area will be how much? This much, 1.02 into 10 to the power 4 joule per second divided by area is your 0.5 meter square. So we got this one. Now hence the equation number 1 we have to write that this is this one I have been written here, equal to sigma, your Stefan's constant, equal to into T to the power 4. Here T is given in the form of degree centigrade, but absolute temperature, this T is your temperature of the black body in the absolute scale, that means Kelvin scale. So we have to transform this degree centigrade to Kelvin, that is your 500 plus 273, it will be called as your in the Kelvin scale. Somewhere they are adding 300. Okay, so no problem, you can add 273 or you can write 300, that is no problem, you just add 273. So 500 plus 273 is nothing but your 773 Kelvin. So here sigma into 500 plus 273 to the power 4. So sigma will be equal to 102 into 10 to the 4 by 0.5 divided by this much. This much is 573 to the power 4. Will be approximately, we can found the so-called Stephan's constant, whatever we have been discussed in our last class, that it will be a constant. The value is around 5.67 10 to the minus 8. You can check by your calculator. It will be 5.7 in 10 to the minus 8 joule meter to the power minus 2 second to the power minus 1. Okay, and Kelvin to the power minus 4. Kelvin to the power minus 4. This is belongs to area, this is belongs to time. Second, this is belongs to temperature. I am going to write once again. Joules into unit area, that means meter to the power minus 2, unit time, and K to the power minus 4. Okay, now we have to discuss, if instead of black body, except black body, any body if you are going to be considered, then what is the Stephan's law? Here I directly written the mathematical expression for any body. It will be E equal to small e sigma t to the power 4. Here small e is nothing but your emissivity of that body. Whatever the body we are going to be consider except black body, here E is the emissivity of that body. And we know that for the black body emissivity will be how much? Emissivity will be 1. You just put 1 here. What we are going to find out? We are going to find out the same Stephan's law whatever we discussed for the black body. So for emissivity of for any body instead of a black body, the Stephan's law will be E equal to E emissivity sigma t to the power 4. Okay, and remember always, here E is represents the total energy radiated or emitted by body or black body. Either you can consider this equation. Here the E or here the E. If we are going to consider this E, then it will be for a body. This E, that will be belongs to black body per unit time, per unit area. So this E represents, here I am going to write this E is represents here in this equation. This E is represents total energy radiated or emitted by a body having emissivity E. I am not writing by a body having having emissivity E for, this is important, for unit time, for unit area. So this energy means this is your belongs to per unit time, per unit area. Okay, so but if the body have the surface area A, suppose we are going to consider the body, whatever we consider that body having the surface area A, then the total energy emitted by whole body. Okay, suppose this is your body. I not drawn any figure here. I am going to be explain. Suppose this is a body and its whole surface area is A. For unit surface area, per unit time, this is the energy radiated by this body. But if we are going to consider total area, what will the energy is going to radiate? Multiplied by A. Simple. So it will be emitted by whole body per unit time is, let this is represented by E dash. So E dash will be area of that body into this expression E sigma t to the power 4. E sigma t to the power 4. Okay. Now by using this expression we are going to do, or we are going to solve two simple numericals, and you have to just write down these things whatever we are discussing in your note. So this is the first question. And the second question. First question already we have been discussed. Let this is your first question, and this is your second, and this is your third. So in your second question, calculate the surface area of tungsten filament of 100-watt electric ball, the operating temperature of the tungsten is 2450 Kelvin and emissivity is 0.3. So here is your ball. Here is the ball. This is your tungsten filament. Okay, filament here. So whenever it will be glow, what is the surface area of the tungsten filament, whatever used in this ball? If the tungsten filament is going to be emit the energy 100 watt, here 100 watt means 100 joule per second. If 100 joule per second energy is going to be emit by this ball, then what will be per second? Okay, this is your 100 joule per second emitted by this filament, which is made up of tungsten. And the temperature when it is glowing at the time of lighting, the ball maintain the operating temperature is your 2450 Kelvin, and emissivity of this tungsten filament is your 0.3. So according to Stefan's law, this E is nothing but your sigma T to the 4. This is a solution. Sigma T to the 4. This means energy per unit area per unit time, right? Energy per unit area per unit time. That means here you can write that. Here you can write E dash, or here you can write E dash by A equal to sigma into T to the 4. Okay, E dash is in nothing but your amount of energy radiated per second having the area A. If we are going to per unit area, if you are going to consider, then E is nothing but E dash by A. So E dash by A will be nothing but, for any body, it will be E sigma T to the 4, right? Whatever we have been studied here from this equation, E dash by A, E sigma T to the 4, right? So here that implies I can write E dash will be equal to A E sigma T to the 4, whatever I have written here. So here E dash means what? E dash is your amount of energy radiated per second. That means in the form of watt. In the form of watt, it is given that 100 watt. So I can put E dash value 100 equal to A, that we are going to be calculate A into 0.3 into 5.7 10 to the minus 8, the value of sigma T to the 4. T is given as 2450 Kelvin, 2450 to the power 4. Then by solving, you can get A equal to approximately 1.631 into 10 to the minus 4 meter square area of this whole filament. Okay. So after solving, you can get the area will be approximately 1.63 into 10 to the minus 4 meter square. Okay. Now third question, come to the third question. Third question is that given that calculate the energy radiated per minute. Here it is given minute, okay. Minute, that means in 60 seconds, how much energy is going to be radiated from the filament of an incandescent lamp. One lamp, you just consider your sodium lamp type. So okay, sodium lamp, whatever you used in your lab for your Newton's ring experiment, that type of lamp. Okay, from the filament of an incandescent lamp at 2000 Kelvin, if the surface area of the lamp is 5 into 10 to the minus 5 meter square, and its relative emissivity E is 0.85, given your Stefan's constant is equal to this much in your MKS unit, 5.7 10 to the minus 8. What will be the value of the energy radiated per minute? Very simple. According to Stefan's law, what we know, equal to this much. This represents what? Energy per unit time per unit area. This is the energy radiated by any body. Okay, by any body uh, why I written, no need to write these things, wait. According to Stefan's law, E equal to sigma into T to the power 4. That means energy radiated by black body. We know black body per unit time unit area is equal to this much, that we know. But total energy radiated in 1 minute, here we have to write another thing, that but E dash equal to, your A into E into sigma into T to the power 4. E dash means what? E dash means amount of energy radiated per unit area, per unit time, per unit area from any body instead of black body. Okay, instead of black body, E dash represents amount of energy radiated per unit time through the area A. Through the area A. So through the area A per unit time, this is the energy radiated by any body, that we have been already discussed. Okay, so here, but total energy radiated in 1 minute, here this is the radiation in 1 second. Unit time means 1 second, but in 1 minute having the surface area this much will be how much? Will be into 60, because in 1 second through area A, this is the energy radiated by any body. So in 1 minute means 60 seconds, how much energy is going to be radiated? It will be E dash will be here A, okay, no problem, E A sigma T to the 4 into 60. Very simple. So we have to substitute all the values. E value is 0.85 and A value is given that 5 into 10 to the minus 5. Sigma value we know that 5.7 into 10 to the minus 8, and T is given that 2000 Kelvin, 2000 to the power 4 into 60. 60 means in 60 seconds it will be approximately 2315 joule. Very simple question, that in per second in area A, through the area A, any body is going to be radiate the energy, that is your E dash equal to A emissivity sigma T to the 4, whatever we have been discussed. If this energy radiated per second, then in 60 seconds how much is going to be radiated? That multiplied with 60, right? So here these are the 3 questions whatever we discussed regarding Stefan's law. You write down in your note clearly, perfectly, and ready for the next class, in which we are going to start to discuss Wien's displacement law. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.